remove the echo. So they patched the game. As always, I came to the server of the forums of this game, as I do every morning, because of the constant complaining that people do on it. It's kind of entertaining to see, really. And everyone was saying, another 10 gigabytes to download. And indeed, they patched the game. They apparently added some new cars. And also, well, this isn't loading, we don't care, let's just play. Most of all, most importantly for me at least, they seem to have solved the strange bug that made the VR basically unplayable. Meaning that I had that strange thing when for every race I started, I saw low resolution, I had to change, it was the anti-aliasing, and it made the game work, sorta, but the resolution was still pretty bad and absolutely not enjoyable. But now, luckily that is past us. I tested it before starting and it's working now. It's no longer pixelated. And it's good because actually this is probably the only driving game I can do with some confidence. I used to consider myself a sort of decent driver, but now I'm constantly seeing what people post on these groups on Facebook, and I'm really not up to their level, but still I enjoy the thing, so should I stop doing it just because I stream? No, of course, I will keep doing it. We was doing a monthly challenge, but also, what about the new cars? We'll have to look for them, maybe later. For now I'll complete the other race. I don't know why my overlay with the chat got moved somehow, and I was recentering it earlier, but still it doesn't satisfy me completely. It used to be more, well, I don't know, it was different. Now it's kinda centered, but not as well as it was. Always something new. No, but I think while I'm driving it should work. But maybe I should also rotate it a bit, because like this it doesn't make sense. Yeah, more or less like this. In any case, the moment people, you guys start commenting, I'll probably get distracted and crash. But that is also part of the game, and part of the challenge of streaming driving games. I think there is a good reason not many people stream driving games. But I do enjoy this. Far too much not to. Yeah, as you can see, still not ideal, but certainly the pixelation is not to the level of the other day. Now I'm feeling a bit of a strange feeling because I haven't played in some days, and it's always quite amazing how convincing this game is when you put yourself behind the wheel. There's something strange in terms of pixelation though. Let me look a second at the settings. Maybe it was 4 MSSA, 4 times 4, what's his name? Doesn't make much of a difference. Now, as you can see, from the opinion of my diagnostic there on the bottom right, that is named FPS VR, it's a very useful tool for VR. In theory, I'm completely in the yellow, meaning that I'm passing my maximum performance by quite a bit, but still it looks good. I don't know what it is. It's just that this game seems to support reprojection very well, unlike the flying games I normally play. And so it's actually beneficial to go 120 Hz, even if you can't match the FPS, so still it looks pretty good. And it's good to be back. After so many days, probably recover some semblance of skill. Be patient. I know it might be frustrating for you if you play driving games more often than me, but as I said, as a streamer, I think the most important thing is to show the fun you're having, and indeed I am having quite a bit already. Stated many times, my main purpose is to make VR known more to the people, and I think driving games are a great tool to achieve that, because they seem to be very popular, unlike the flying games I usually do. And I can see the point, of course everyone drives cars, not many people fly planes during their daily lives. So let's listen to the copilot 1 second, maybe it will improve my performance. Yeah. This is the finished track, right? It's one of the DLC ones that I recently purchased. I think the new cars should be included with the season pass. Am I wrong? I should add them somewhere. Maybe they even give you the cars for free. The past times was like that. And watch out for the rocks if at all possible. You know what? Probably I should raise the window a bit. It covers the road. Woo. I mean the overlay. Okay, this is big. This is a big mistake. And also I got reset. That's unfair, man. I was getting back to the track. I also broke the windshield. Even better. Yeah. Not the best beginning today. This is the kit car category, by the way, which isn't the easiest one to drive.
Very long of a crest. Opens. Keep middle of a crest. 30.
Yeah.
6 right long of a crest. 100.
If you don't crack your windshield at least once or twice, it's not a true rally, you know? You gotta break the car, it's part of the experience.
60. 6 right of house. Opens 50.
6 right. Okay.
And
When it says big jump, you best not accelerate to the max. It's actually fairly dangerous too.
jump. And keep right of a crest. Jump 70. Keep middle of a jump long. Into 6 left of a dip. And crest. 150. 6 right of a crest long. Tightens of a jump. 30. Flat
I think
jump.
this game strikes a good balance in terms of realism versus the fun of driving, no? To me it doesn't feel as realistic as something like Assetto Corsa or even Project Cars. And maybe it's subjective, I think it's considered quite simulation-like, kinda. Not that I would know much about it, I actually never drove within the scope of my life. This style of driving to me is completely fictional.
Flat middle of a jump.
Never experienced it
150.
firsthand.
Keep middle of a crest.
I don't know, it feels less difficult in a way
Turn unseen.
than doing the
2.
same with a more realistic physics engine would imply
120.
to me.
Keep middle of a big jump. 120. Crest into 4 right, very long. Tightens of a crest. And flat left.
It's getting fairly dark.
Opens of a jump.
I think I'll raise gamma for the next race. Also I'll move the window, like that it's a bit annoying when you have the inclines, it covers the road. Ooh, I put the external view.
6 left of a crest.
Now the only view that really makes sense in VR is this. Even though there are circumstances where you have to use a different view. Because in my opinion, it's a mistake of programming. Some effects aren't made very well. In particular, when it's raining, you can see almost nothing out of the windshield. It's kind of ridiculous.
6 right of a crest.
And if you race on the snow, there is a strange glare, like it's overexposed. I don't know. You don't see the road even. And then you have to go external view, and it's completely corrected. So it's probably a mistake of programming.
And 6 right of a
It's still one of the best optimized racing games for VR though,
crest
huh?
into sudden 3.
Despite
Left tightens.
everything, despite these little mistakes.
80. Flat left.
Okay.
6 right of a dip. Tightens of a crest. 200. Flat right of a crest. Into flat left. 150. 5 left of a
Okay.
crest. Jump. 80.
In theory, I would like to strike a balance, to play
Turn.
not just always flying games,
Of a crest.
but to interspread them with both Elite Dangerous, the one with the spaceships,
Crest.
and something from the driving side of things.
Crest.
Because I enjoy the driving.
Dip. Opens of a crest. 50.
Probably eventually I'll get better at it, no? If I play often.
Keep middle of a crest. And 6 left. Extra long.
I'm still not sure about what the best
Into 6 right.
modus operandi, so to say, is for a new streamer like me. I would think that a variety of game works better, and also that's what I enjoyed to do previously. So as I said,
into 5 left.
It's probably the
extra
best
long,
idea.
Slow 30, turn unseen, square left.
Okay, this is the square curve.
50, flat right, opens of a jump, 30.
Okay, more or less. Well, not the best hairpin, but at least I did spot it on time.
Keep middle of a jump, 100.
Keep middle of a jump, okay.
Right of a jump, 30.
Feels like a great achievement nonetheless, because when you play in VR it's so immersive. You actually feel like you're in the car, and to do this with a real car where you're actually sitting would be kinda crazy.
And 5 right long, opens. Keep middle of a crest, to keep middle of a crest, 100.
Wow, this is a long
6 right
stage.
touches 4 of a crest, jump, 80.
Whee!
6 left long, 150.
Are we at dusk? It kinda feels like it. I can see almost
To
anything.
stop.
Okay, this is the finish line. Yeah, yeah. Will I kill you today? Well, maybe I did. 8 minutes 38. We will see what it means in a second. So, what would I want to do? Well, but look at that. In the entire scope of the community, I mean, I'm quite high, at least in this event. There was something I wanted to do. Ah, yeah, raise the window, that's certain. It's a bit too low. And that is done from here. But I also managed to make the chat disappear a bit more now, a bit like this. Should work. And what else? I wanted to check the stream, which is working. Check. Okay, back to the game. If you have any question, anything to say, don't worry, I can read you even while driving. It's not problematic to me. Yeah, it's the Finland stage. Kaila Jarvi. I don't know about the pronunciation, maybe I shouldn't risk it. Okay. And the wheels, well, the tires. Let me see what we have. 7 kilometers and a half, 743, 40 kilometers. So the last one is the longest, and it's all on gravel, but it's still not very long. In my opinion, I can go with the soft tires. It should be doable. Also, it's night, and I didn't raise the gamma. That was the other thing I wanted to do. Just a bit, not to chat, but just because it's different. It looks different, this screen. I think they changed it within the patch. Let's lower the multi-sampling again. I don't need it to be this high. And the rest I'll keep as it is.
Turn unseen, 4 left long. Good luck.
And
4, 3, 2,
look at the crowd here.
go. 20.
If I were to come and spectate a rally race, probably I would stay at the start or finish line. The way people position themselves during the most busy section of the tracks sometimes looks kinda crazy. For instance, even that big accident that we saw televised the other day on the Monte Carlo rally, you can see the spectators were so damn close. That was crazy. Incredibly so.
6 left of a jump. 70.
Since the danger is part of the appeal for people who come to these kind of races.
Turn 3 right.
Okay, gotta be careful here. By night it's much harder.
6 right of a crest jump.
And I can already see the shimmering of the tiny rocks on the track hasn't been solved with the patch, predictably.
60.
That's a bug that has been there since the beginning. Probably it's inherent in the fact that the game's engine wasn't made purposefully for VR. And of course this has both upsides and downsides. The upsides being that since they were not worrying for performance, actually the graphic is much better than normal VR games. Even though the situation appears to be changing. I don't know if you've seen the trailers or maybe even gameplay for the new zombie game that came out. It seems to be quite cool from a graphic standpoint. Much more so than something like Boneworks, for instance. It's a fairly interesting game, really. I was thinking about it also yesterday. I might buy it eventually. Also reasonably priced. Saints and Sinners, its name. Something like that. It's also got a Walking Dead license. Maybe after the weekend I'll get it. Or maybe even before the weekend. I don't know. The streaming potential of horror games seems to be pretty good. Even if a bit outside of the scope of my channel, if you can call it a channel now. Well, of course it's a page, we're on Facebook. And let's go.
Keep middle of a jump. 45 right, extra long, tightens 4, 30. 4 left long, opens of a big jump, 100.
Getting some Euro Truck Simulator flashbacks now. These kind of logging stations where you had to park your truck, they were quite hellish. That's another game I would like to find a way really to stream. I've spoken about it at length and also tried once. It's actually a game that has very good streaming potential, but you have to trust on the people to comment. Otherwise, unless you establish some kind of dialogue, after a while you no longer know about what to speak. This is still different. This has some techniques, something you can say. The track simulation, you just drive straight. So you need help from the viewers. And I don't think I'm yet at that point as a streamer. Maybe one day I will.
Flat left to jump and keep right of a crest, jump 70. Keep middle of a jump long into 6 left of a dip and crest 150. 6 right of a crest long, tightens of a jump 30, flat jump 100 of a finish. Flat middle
Yeah,
of a big jump,
okay.
150.
That could have been worse, no? Could have been worse. I don't think I should have lost positions on this. Let's try not to kill the guy at the finish line. Also maybe not to break the car. I wanted to be the cool guy, I ended up being an idiot. Here you are, okay. Look how the diagnostics goes completely in the green as soon as the screen shrinks, no? 500 in the community, well, it's kinda decent, let's go on. And now it's gone even lower. In practice you can see it reflects the actual situation of the game. I will state it again just in case you doubt it, but actually I can read your comments and they appear over there. If you want, I don't know, any question. Let's go to Nara Jarvi. Jans. Well, but I know it's still early in the morning. To even just watch is okay. Your presence helps me drive better. Power maxed. I think the sun is starting to come out though. At least that. And you can see the diagnostic goes in the yellow again. But I don't see such a strong reflection from the actual things that the diagnostic tell me to the gameplay in this specific game. To me it always runs better. The more hertz you put in your refresh rate, the better it is. Just don't care. I don't know. In that respect it's very well programmed, at least in that. Yeah.
Middle of a big jump, 120. Crest into 4 right, very long, tightens over crest. And flat left, opens over jump. 60. Caution, keep middle of a jump and 4 left of a crest. 30. 6 left of a crest. Into 3 right long, tightens.
Okay.
50.
This isn't a track where you risk so much if you put a wheel or two outside of the road. You see, there is a bank, but there is nothing that launches your car or rocks that completely stops you on your tracks and destroy your tires, by the way, which is the big danger in this game. If you break the tire, you basically have to change it, and then you lose like 30 seconds. You're ruined in practice. It ruins your complete race.
5 right, keep in of a crest, jump.
Hi Efrain, thank you for liking my post.
Right of a jump. 50. Caution.
I wish I could say join us in the comments if you want, but actually probably I should say join me in the comments. I'm the only one speaking. Let's do it. I will keep speaking to the very end, because to me it's more important. It's more important to keep stating the importance of this. People must know how VR is cool and how it is the future in driving, and not only that, in gaming in general. 100%.
5 left of a crest, jump. 80.
Okay, I got reset, right. They reset my car's position. Sometimes it does it a bit too soon, huh?
6 left long, opens of a crest.
Okay,
50.
we just don't care.
Crest and 4 right long of a dip, opens of a crest. 50. Keep middle of a crest and 6 left.
Yeah,
Strong.
whoa!
Into 6 right of a crest, jump.
I think in general I should turn the wheel more. That's my weakness in rallying.
Right, very long.
It's just that I got used
Into 5 left.
to a certain style of driving games,
Slow.
and most of all a certain style of peripherals we used to have back in the day, but they didn't turn that much.
50.
That's actually
Opens of a
quite
jump.
untrue to the realism of this
Left of a
sport.
crest long. 80. Keep middle of a jump. 100. Flat right of a jump. 30. Cut. 6 left long. Tightens 5 of a jump. 60. 5 right long of a crest. Into 6 left of a jump. Tightens. And 5 right long. Opens. Keep middle of a crest. To keep middle of a crest, 100. 6 right, tightens 4 of a crest, jump. 80.
They actually had an achievement for this very race that was based on the number of jumps, and there are so many jumps on the track that I completed the achievement like the first day I got the DLC. Yeah, well, okay, as long as we finish the race. 4 minutes this time. Let's see what it translates to. It translates to 501. What a symbolic number. It's not too bad compared to the entire community. Let's go ahead. I think I can turn off the lamp. Yeah, there should be enough light in the room now. Let's see if I'm correct. Ooh. Yeah. Also looks better with natural lighting. Okay, back to the game. Or maybe should I say back to the car? Because it's so damn realistic in VR, it feels like you're actually in it. So it's a car with a lamp. Cloudy. As long as it doesn't rain, you can be as cloudy as you want.
Starts 100 through dip and flat right of a crest, 80. 4 left of a crest and jump.
Now watch the spike. Bam! It goes
5,
into the yellow.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait, I think I'm too close. Yeah, to the printer. And recenter the view. Okay.
Go. 100 through dip. And
There's a
flat
printer
right of
there.
crest, 80. 4 left of a crest and jump. 200. right of a big jump, 60. Keep middle of a long crest, 50. 6 left, tightens 5 long of a crest, 50. 6 right of a crest long. Into 6 left long, 50. Crest and keep right of a crest. Into 5 right, very long, 50. Keep left of a jump, 80. Dip. And keep left of a big jump, 80. 6 right long of a crest, 60. Slow dip to keep left of a crest, 50. Turn square right. Opens, 50. 6 right
Completely
long.
missed the turn.
And
Completely.
6 left.
Wasn't
Extra
listening, got
long.
distracted.
And
What
keep
the
right
hell?
of 80.
Ah! I was looking at the chat window. The more I disable the HUD, the more the only thing remaining still distracts me. I keep watching the number of viewers and that makes me not listen to the copilot.
Keep middle of a jump, 50. 6 left of a crest,
Still,
80.
it's within the scope of the spirit of rallying in a certain sense. You never make a mistake and recover from it. It's not a true rally.
And keep middle of a big jump into
Well,
sudden
if you was really
left
good, you
tightens
wouldn't have the
4.
need. Certainly.
Opens of a crest,
Maybe one day.
40.
Maybe.
6 right of a jump long, 100. Early 5 left of a crest, don't cut, 60. 6 right long, tightens of a crest, 200. 6 right long of a crest into 6 left.
You like my
of a
handbrake,
crest,
by the way. Very
50.
tactical
Keep
handbrake.
middle of a big
And
jump,
it looks like a
80.
pen controller, but it's
5 left of a
purely
crest,
by
tightens
chance
through
as well.
dip.
Hi James, rally drivers wear sock and shoes. Yeah, sometimes they do. Ah, yeah, of course. I was thinking the chat would come from the bottom. That would have been far more convenient. It actually comes from the top because it has to fill up. As soon as the chat messages fill up the chat, they will come from the bottom, I think.
5 left of a big crest.
So, James, thank you for showing up and thank you for commenting. You're my first comment of the day.
50.
Yay! No, but I know how it is. It's just a driving engine to elicit less of a conversation, no? It's something you watch, not as much as something you comment on.
Sudden 3 right. Opens 6 of a crest, 80.
But it would be a real shame not to include it in my
Flat left.
streaming schedule. I just enjoy the things. Damn it, I will keep playing them to the very end.
And
So, James, since you're here, I hope you can stay. Do you like this kind of gameplay? It's kinda different from what we were speaking about the other day. You're an elite player now, I know. Maybe you also... You seem to know a lot about planes. I bet you also play War Thunder. And what about things with wheels? Of both kind. Both wheels of the ground kind. And the kind of wheels you keep in your very own hands. Yeah, I played the first Dirt Rally. Didn't know they added VR to this one. It's recent actually. They did it past summer. It came out at the end of summer when basically it was too hot here, too damn hot to play VR, and I hated the fact because from the very get-go I enjoyed the thing immensely, even though it had many bugs. The first version of this had, well, first of all, terrible performance, but also there were some other caveats. Yeah, it had problems with the Steam VR headset. They often discount it, and the DLC are expensive, unfortunately, and that's the reason of the many negative reviews you can see on Steam, because the game actually is very good and a lot better than the first Dirt, at least in my opinion. Not just the graphics of it, it's just better as a game. They were saying they wouldn't add it. No, actually it was intended, from the beginning they promised. They kinda had to add it. Originally I think it was paid at least in part by the Oculus guys, because it was supposed to remain an exclusive for the Oculus headsets. Then they did 180 on the fact, because people were complaining so much. Actually, they had bought the game a lot of months earlier, and so they couldn't return it. and they go tank, so in the end it supported also Steam VR. You have a driving phone not as good as the G29. Well, the G29 I think now is considered kind of an entry-level wheel. It was surprising to me when I learned about it, because, well, first it's kinda expensive, and also it's by leap and bounds, but many leaps and many bounds. The best wheel I ever owned. Before this I had, well, for the longest time I used the Sidewinder wheel from Microsoft, which was a warrior, really. It never broke, it always did its job properly, even though it didn't have many functionalities. Also the pedals kinda sucked. Then my jumping quality came with the Xbox 360 wheel, which was in practice its successor. But when I bought this I expected something a bit like that. I haven't played driving games in the longest time, just that I had to come back to them because they're so cool in VR. And when I tried this wheel, the first thing I thought, my god, this thing is Arizona. Disappointed the G29 doesn't have the full H shifter. They sell it, don't they? I think it is available as an accessory. In theory you put it here, but I have here of course the joystick for the planes. That also works as a sequential shifter, by the way. Just like the throttle is the handbrake in my setup. No, as I was saying, to me it seems an excellent wheel. You also got a very pair of pedals that come with it. No, actually it's 3 pedals also with the clutch. And unfortunately I no longer use because it was such a hassle to exchange it for every time I go back to the planes. And also these pedals of mine, while not being made for driving games, are actually surprisingly efficient with them. I don't dislike them personally. You don't have the clutch, of course, but if you're using a sequential shifting like me, doesn't make any difference. And the wheel is good, so it makes up for it. It seems like it's just sequential. No, really? Is it? Even the one they sell piecemeal, because there is an additional accessory. You're telling me it's just sequential. I'm not sure though, I'm not sure, I think it isn't. I'll have to check it out. In any case, I'm not buying it anytime soon because I have to keep the joystick there. Otherwise, it's just a hassle. But I'm not speaking only in terms of having to remove the joystick and put another on its place. The problem is that you have problems with your setup. Unless you start everything with always the same joysticks and peripherals attached, you're going to have problems with several games, mostly the driving ones. Like Project Cars is a disaster, also Assetto Corsa. And if you lose your bindings in something like, I don't know, Sturmovik, and it does happen to me a couple of times, you will end up having to spend hours to put it like it was. And maybe you never will manage, because some things you just remember by muscle memory when speaking about the piloting of the planes, no? Okay, James, have a nice day, and good luck with your new job. I appreciated your questions and comments. Do remember you promised me we will play together Elite in the weekend. I want to hear more from you. Still looking for a wingman in that game. So maybe we can also speak on Discord finally. Boom, boom. Like a pinball ending to the race. But still I gained some more position. I am now 481. I know. There are more than 400 people that are better than me. But it's thousands of people playing this game. Also, there is a big unexplored reign within the game. A big unexplored topic for me, which is the setup of the car. I never ventured into it, but it seems like it makes a lot of difference. I will eventually. I state it every time, then I never do it. But eventually I should try to study the thing. Because I think that if you set up the car correctly, you can do much better. Probably that's the reason sometimes you see the best drivers in the roster, they have like 10 seconds less than you after a single short span of the track, and that seems impossible unless they're using a different setup. Must be that. That's my reasoning at least. Okay, what's coming up? 8 kilometers, 7 kilometers, 7 kilometers, so all short. I'll pick soft tires again. I just enjoy to drive with the soft tires. And it's night also. Okay.
Into flat left. Caution 50.
Michelin.
5,
Woo.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. Keep middle of a jump. into flat left. Caution 50, fall right of a crest. 50. 6 right, 80. Fall left long, 100. Slow, keep middle of a crest, 30, turn, hairpin right.
So there is this strange reasoning that actually the only way to play in VR is supposed to be with the hand controllers, not because you're supposed to put your hands, so to speak, into the game. But that's the most illogical thing, because when you think about it, if you're piloting a vehicle, your hands actually are in the game. You can see them even. You can clearly see your hands in this game, and they're positioned just like the real ones. Well, except for the shifting, because I don't use a shifter, but I could even do it, no? I have the joystick in theory, which is sequential. But when I have to use sequential, I will just go with the one on the wheel. Just much more convenient. What's this, a big turn coming up? Okay. And I fucked it up completely. Okay, guys, let's pretend it never happened. I keep going. I silently moved past the opportunity of discussing my mistake. Yeah. We don't care.
50, 5 right, extra long, into caution, 5 left of a crest, opens, 100 over crest, 6 left, tightness of a jump, and
I wonder if anyone else from the regulars will show up. The fact is that maybe this is so different from the games I play normally. It stands to reason I cannot interest the usual public.
left of a crest, dip to big jump, 80, 4 right, tightens of a crest, opens long, 70, 5 left, tightens 3 of a crest long,
This is in general a race where,
80 of a crest.
well, while streaming at least the system is very taxed, probably for the quantity of trees.
60,
Speaking about the game's performance now.
6 right of a jumps, a dip, a
So maybe actually lowering the details for the Finland race wouldn't be that wrong of an idea.
6 right of a jump, into 6 left, extra long of a crests, tightness of a jump, 100, flat long crest, 50, 5 right, tightens of a crest long, 80, 6 right, and 6 left, extra long, opens of a crest, tightened 5 of a crest, 50, keep middle of a crest, into 4 right of a crest, opens long, to flat crest, 80,
No. Okay.
keep middle of a crest,
I saw the tree. I saw it very well.
extra long, tightens 2,
I even took its size and miserations.
and flat right long, into 6 left long, tightens caution 3, into 3 right of a crest, opens, to keep middle of a long crest, into 6 left, 80, keep right of a big jump, slow 80, turn 3 left of a crest long, tightens, 60, 3 right, open 6, extra long,
More or less. At least I didn't crash, no?
keep middle of a long crest 40, 5 right, tight 5 left, to keep middle of a crest 80, 4 left long, past junction, into 6 right of a crest, and 5 left, tightens of a crest, tightens 4, extra long, into 5 right,
And here we
very
come
long,
to the finish line.
80 of a finish, 6 left to stop.
Did they change the finish line signature? Oh, the things that you actually pass. I think I remember that differently before the patch. Does this guy have like purple hair? No, it's the hat. Okay. What's my ranking? Well, I keep going up. Not still in the best ones, but I'm going up. Now we complete this event within the monthly championship. Then we go and look for the new cars that they added with the patch. I'm not sure where to find them, but I bet they were given to me for free. Well, not actually for free. I had to pay real money for them, of course. And I had when I paid for the season pass. For the longest time I tried not to give them money because it's a bit of a scammy behavior. The way that actually you have a series of championship you cannot participate in unless you buy the season pass. Even if you already own the tracks, you cannot participate in the tournament. And sometimes you have tournaments where in theory you could participate, but you need the DLC nonetheless because it's on the different track. So it's not very pro customer, so to say, and I didn't want to pay for it. And then when I started to stream the game, I thought, well, I'm enjoying this thing. People watch it. I might as well buy the world thing. I didn't regret it. I didn't regret it. In terms of VR performance and the kind of involvement it can mean for the play, it's actually fairly good. It's worth it in my opinion, especially if you play in VR. But still, from a customer point of view, it's not very fair. At least they discount the game very often. In fact, I got it at a discount because they had discounted it a few days before adding VR, and I had read about the fact that they were adding it, so I didn't let it go.
Care, 5 left over crest, tightens 4 long. 50.
Yeah.
Crest and 4 left, very long. Opens over crest and 4 right over crest. Opens 6, extra long, narrow. And 6 left long. Opens over jump, 150. Slow, keep middle of a jump into 3 right long. Opens 40.
Okay. Well, a smooth landing, no? It feels almost like when I play the flying games. Well, a smooth landing.
Keep right of a jump, maybe, and 3 right over crest. Opens and crest and 6 left over crest. Into 6 right long over crest. 30. Early 6 left long over crest. Opens over crest. 50. Flat right of a dip. To flat left of a crest. Jump. 80. Keep middle of a jump. Into 6 right long. Opens. Keep middle of a crest and care. 5 left.
Okay.
To keep right of a crest into sudden. 3 left.
Sudden 3 left. And this sounds dangerous.
Over crest. 50. 5 right long. Into 6 left of a crest. 50. 6 right of a crest long. 6 left of a crest. Keep right of a 60 over crest and 6 left. Into 6 right. Into 6 left of a crest, 50. Keep middle of a jump. Into 6 right, extra long.
When you start playing this game, after a while you learn to trust the little arrows you see on the left of the track, no? Before the big cards, even more so than the speaker, or the speaking of your co-pilot. They're very convenient, especially for me that I tend to react faster to what I see compared to what I hear.
Keep right over 80. 4 left of a crest long. 80.
I don't think I remember them in the older driving games, rally games.
Flat right of a crest. 80.
Maybe Colin had them, not sure. The Colin series, I mean. Which is, by the way, the ancestor of this. It comes straight from the series of Colin rally games.
Opens 40. 4 right. 80. Flat left of a crest. 50. 4 right. Tightens of a dip.
We're almost at the finish line.
Over finish.
Yeah. They seem darker, no, but perhaps it's because of the lighting, the fact that we're at night. Yeah. So, what's up? 425. Maybe I'll go under 400 before the end of the event. Wouldn't be bad, wouldn't be bad. This is the final stage, right? Ah, we're already at 9 stages. I think it's longer than the average rally of this game. Presumably. Let's see how it goes. Jirkis Jarby. This is by day, finally, yeah.
Starts 100 through dip and flat right of a crest, 80, 4 left of a crest and
Didn't rain at all during this rally, that's rare.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I know that woman, she's always at the starting line. Wherever you are in the world, she follows you around and waits for your performance.
Left of a crest and jump, 200.
The famous camera lady that is at the beginning of every
Right of a
dirt rally stage.
60.
Maybe they're cloning her
Middle of a
and
long
putting
crest,
them in the
50.
different locations
6
in
left,
advance.
tightens 5 long of a crest, 50, 6 right of a crest long, into 6 left long, 50, crest and keep right of a crest, into 5 right, very long, 50, keep left of a jump, 80, dip, and keep left of a big jump, 80, 6 right long of a crest, 60.
Okay, I got lucky there.
Dip to keep left of a crest, 50, turn square right,
Square right, okay.
opens 50, 6 right long,
Every time I try to do it in the cool way, this is what happens.
and keep right of a 80,
I best just brake and do it safely.
keep middle of a jump, 50, 6 left of a crest, 80, 6 right,
See what I'm speaking about? This is the kind of bug that I spoke about for the snow races. You have this strange glare. Here it isn't as bad. You can actually play with it. But when you're racing, it's I think the Norwegian track, the one with the old snow. You can't see anything. You have to go external view. Because if you go external view, it's no longer there. You have no glare. You see? I don't know about it. It's a strange thing of the game.
200,
Then you go back inside and it's so washed out
6 right long,
and a bit too clear.
crest, into 6
No
left of a
idea.
bump crest, 50,
That's also a bug, I think.
keep middle of a big jump, 80, 5 left.
It could be meant to represent the glare on the windshield, maybe.
Flat right,
But it seems overdone like this even. But
right tightens,
imagine what it is when it's full blown in your face
50,
on the snow. It's terrible.
keep right, 5 left of a big crest and jump, 40, 5 left of a crest and jump, 50, 6 left tightens 5 of a dip, and 6 right of a crest long, into 6 left, and sudden 3 right.
This is a rather fast stage, appropriately to conclude the rally. And did I do another mistake? Indeed, indeed.
Flat left,
We don't care. Go, go, go.
right of a 50, 3 left tightens, and 6 right of a crest long,
No.
50,
It's always at the end, when you feel that you almost completed it,
keep middle of a crest.
you start doing stupid things.
Tightens of a crest and jump, 80, flat right of a crest, jump long, 50, crest and 5 left, extra long, opens of a crest, 100, flat right of a crest, 80, keep middle of a big jump, slow 80, turn 3 right.
Yes, the
Opens
big
6,
jump.
extra long of a crest,
Maybe just a bit, no? Not too much handbrake, just a bit.
Middle of a jump, 50. Early 5 left of a crest, 60. 6 right of a crest, extra long, 200. Of a finish, keep middle of a crest to stop. Well done.
Yeah, now they look normal. It was just the night lighting that made the finish line blocks look weird. Okay, let's see the final outcome of the rally. 414, didn't gain nor lose positions on this final one. Well, not too much. And what comes next? Ah no, it's not yet over. How long is this rally? 10 stages then, okay. With cloudy weather, no less. This should be the final stage, I think. We'll be able to see if indeed it is. Yes, final one. 8 kilometers, cloudy. No need to go anything else than soft. It's just a single stage.
6 right of a crest,
Didn't ever notice that this car also has a license plate. CM stands for Codemasters, I bet. I wonder about the number. Probably has some Easter egg meaning.
3, 2, 1, go.
You see, here she is, the camera lady. You never can miss her. Always at the start.
60,
Maybe she's supposed to be the pilot's girlfriend or wife. Who knows?
4 left, tightens of a
There must be a plot hidden within the game.
80,
Hi Omar!
crest,
Anzi, grazie Omar, vedo che sei del gruppo italiano per aver approvato il mio post.
caution, 5 left, tightens of a crest.
Capisco che è mattina
80,
e quindi
5 right of a
forse
crest,
sono arrivato presto, però
middle of a crest,
il gioco merita comunque di essere visto. And as always, I repeat for the English viewers, I can answer any of your questions or comments because I can read you up there. I speak both Italian and
6
English.
left, very long, tightens 5 of a crest,
If you have something to ask about the setup, I don't know, VR, whatever,
early 5 left
if you
of a
want.
crest,
Otherwise, it's the same. Just having fun together.
dip, open 6, extra long of a crest, to keep middle of a jump, 50, jump, and keep middle of a jump, into 6 left, tightens of a crest long, and 5 right, tightens long, 50, 5 left of a double crest, 100,
Oh, 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 oh,
keep left of a crest, into 4 left,
okay.
opens of a crest,
What a wild horse.
200, over bumps,
Over bumps.
into 6 right long, tightens 5, extra long, over crest, junction, 50,
Could have been worse.
keep middle of a big jump, 30, 6 right tightens, 5 left, very long of a crest, opens and tightens of a crest, caution 50, 6 right long, tightens 3 of a crest, 60,
Last stage is always harder.
keep left of a crest, into 3 left, open 6 long,
Yeah. It is always harder.
middle of a crest, into 6 right of a jump, into 6 left long, of a jumps, 50, 5 left of a crest, 70, crest, into 5 right, open 6, extra long, of a crests, 60, 6 6 left of a jump. 50. Caution, 4 left of a crest. 100. 35 left of a
Ooh,
big crest.
straight
60.
into the bush. Straight into the bush I go.
Into 4 right of a crest.
They say the bush is sometimes attractive, but I better not
And
speak about that kind of bush.
6 left, very long. Opens of a jump. 60.
Or vegetation for that matter.
6 right of a crest. Opens long of a jump, maybe. Keep right of a 80. 6 left long. Triton 5 of a crest. 150 of a bumps. 6 right, keep in of a crest and jump. Opens long to keep middle of a big jump.
As I said, when it says big jump, you best be careful.
Keep left of a crest.
But still, I
And
pass
6 left,
right
very
through
long of a crest. Tightens
the
4
obstacles.
of a crest. 100. 4 right of a crest. Opens 200 of a bumps. Caution. Early 5 left of a crest. 150 of a bumps. 6 right long of a finish. 80
Look like I had
to stop.
No, what did I do? Well, okay. Hi, Holly. I like it a lot. This is a very cool game. Thank you for commenting. I see you're not a follower. Maybe we never spoke before. Thank you for coming to my stream. Doing my best, as I stated in the description. It's not an easy game. Well, but in the monthly challenge, I'm not going too bad. Compared to most of the community, I'm in the top crop. 117. Fourth stage of the engine mapping. And there is a final event, but we're not doing it right now. You're new, but playing VR for years. Okay. From which group are you coming to the stream? I posted my stream to many groups. I bet one of the VR-oriented groups. What VR headset do you have? This is a very cool game to play in VR, by the way. If you don't have it, it's very recommended from me. Let me see the new cars that were included in the patch, if they gave me. But apparently they didn't. These were all cars I already owned. No. Maybe I'll have to buy them. And so, no, but VR is absolutely the new frontier of gaming. There are no two ways about it. I have no idea. It says new cars, but where are they? Like 10 gigabytes download it was. I'm a mod for the OpenVR Facebook group. I have a Vive HMD. When they first came out, and now I have a Pro. The Pro is very good, I've heard. It's often compared to this Valve Index of mine. They seem to be... Each one has its preferences, no? Some prefer one, some the other. Yours has OLED, if I'm not mistaken, no? In any case, it has deeper blacks, I think I've heard. It's certainly one of the weak points of the Valve Index. Let's do the daily challenge with R2, yeah, so we can keep speaking while I try my best at it. And before this I had an Oculus, by the way, the Oculus CV1, very standard, very standard headset, run of the mill. Did I repair the card? Did the game crash? What happened? Yeah, oh look at this, the game crashed. How encouraging, a good thing they patched it, huh? And now can I even restart it? It might be troublesome if it doesn't stop by itself. Because I cannot see in VR I cannot see task manager. How do I solve it? Steam can't close it, nor can it be terminated by VR. What the hell happened? Damn it. No! I started another game. This is getting better by the minute. Now I'll have to wait for it to load. God damn it. I prefer low waiting lists for the Pro. Ah, that's also true. That's also true. They've been doing a terrible job of producing these things. From what I've heard, they've been out of stock for the longest damn time. Close Doom. I don't want to. That's a stupid game, by the way. Don't buy Doom in VR because it's quite disappointing. It's really very limited in content. A fairly short game. In my opinion, it's not worth it, even at the discounted price I got it for. Not one of the best ones. Okay, we're getting back into dirt. I wish I knew why I crashed. No idea. I'm sorry, Ollie. You come to watch my game and it's stuck just as you come into the stream. No, but I've heard good things about the death set. From what I've heard, the only bad ones among the new batch of HMDs is the Cosmos. This is a Ryzen 7. Wait, I have the box there. It's a Ryzen 7 3700X. Yeah, that's the name. Apparently they're good for streaming, I've heard. Actually, I had no intention of starting to stream when I got the CPU. But it's still made for a huge improvement in VR. The CPU is very important for VR. People tend to disregard the fact, actually, probably at least as important as the actual graphics card. Yeah, repair the blaster car, and yeah, start the goddamn event. Okay, Spain it is. Spain, subida por carretera. Spanish sounds so cool to us Italians. And well, the graphics card instead is what's his name? 1080 Ti. 1080 Ti that, as you can see, runs pretty hot, especially while streaming. I'm rarely below 80 degrees, so I actually don't know about how long my components will last. It's certainly it's raining. Okay, it's taxing for the system to stream. I didn't think about it before starting, but you rarely go below certain temperatures if you stream.
Starts 50, keep right, into 5 left, into 4
Good thing
right.
it's winter. In any case, when you play VR in the summer, the limiting factor is not much the system as much as your own tolerance to heat, because the headset, and especially this one, get very warm.
Into 4 right.
So unless you have good air conditioning in your house, and actually I don't here, you will play much less VR. I've been thinking about it, what sort of games I might stream in the summer. Probably they will be of a different type, I don't know. But let's not get so much ahead of ourselves. Who knows if I'm still streaming this summer. It's all an experiment to me. Okay, as you can see, this is an R2 category car. It actually keeps to the road much better than the Kitcar we were driving previously. It is the Peugeot, what was it, the 206. This is fun to drive in rally. Very nimble. You can almost feel it sticking to the road, unlike the previous one. Well, it's also wear on tarmac. Even if you wet, it's bound to make a difference, huh? It seems to be pretty big puddles though. Well, more like a river. It looks like a creek. Maybe they should look into the drainage here. Some people seem to dislike the driving physics of this game over tarmac. Personally, to me, it's not bad. It's more arcadish, maybe, compared to other driving simulation games. But that makes it also easier, and that's very helpful for me.
Into 6 right long, opens 60. 4 left long, big cut. Into 4 right long, opens 30. 4 right narrow, into 4 left. 5 right big cut.
Remember, there was one Gran Turismo, I don't remember the episode, Probably one on the PlayStation 2, maybe it was on PlayStation 3, that had a randomizer of rally. You could do the races and every time they were different. They wasn't very complex or good looking or anything, but it was such a cool function. Imagine if today some software house came with a sort of roguelite dealing with rallying, where every day you had different tracks. With today's technology, probably you could do something very interesting with it, with that concept. Too bad roguelite as a genre tends to be attached to independent developers, and of course a driving game takes many resources to develop. What the heck do you want? Let me finish the race. Let's see how we ranked. It was a short one. I ranked below the middle. Well, maybe I don't know the car too well, let's try to say it like this. Also I don't have all the upgrades. And what else do we have before going back to the challenge? There's a group B races. These are difficult but also fun. Let's go with the Delta. Yeah, I think the Delta can be also upgraded now. No. Is it possible that none of these is above? Yeah, I don't like racing in group B in general because it's so damn difficult. The one more upgraded seems to be the Delta. Okay. At the Poland race, and the Poland is pretty cool. This is the one with the banks, that if you go to the banks it's like a bob race at the Olympics. You practically end up catapulted in the middle of the forest, so you best stick to the road on this track. Ciao Virgilio, ehi, vedo che stai seguendo il video, non so se mi ascolti pure. Se vuoi possiamo parlare, io leggo i commenti in VR. So che anche tu sei un gamer veterano come me. Ho visto quello che posti, ok. Vediamo che tipo. Let's see the track. This has both tarmac and dirt. Well, I'll pick the soft tires. By now it's kind of a rule, no? I always pick the soft tires. I just feel more safe with the roads that actually, with tires that actually stick to the road. This is the Season 2 livery for the Delta, by the way. I don't know why German looking, with the German flag on top of it. And look at the interior of this car. Very simple, almost Spartan-like. But the power, man, compared to what we were driving previously. A measly Peugeot 207. Okay, this is a dragon compared to it. It's like piloting a missile. Not so just as dangerous. Yeah. Okay. A missile in practice. You best not overdo, don't have too much of a heavy foot with this car because you absolutely can end up disintegrated. It wasn't like that in Cigarelli, yeah? This car was in Cigarelli, but it didn't go this fast, or at least it didn't feel as fast. Probably VR is part of the reason. Hi Christian, thank you for liking my video. I think we played together in War Thunder, or am I mistaking you for someone else? Thank you for coming in any case. Yo, what the hell did I do? I know what I did. I watched the comments. But as I said also the other day, what happens in the comments is more important than the game for me. This is a marketing operation, so to say. No, not real marketing, but a propaganda effect. I'm trying to make people understand the beauty of the art. So, communication is tantamount in that. Hi Darcy, thank you also for liking the stream. And now I also overturned the car. At least I can't pretend it's because I'm reading the chat window. I keep speaking about the chat window so you people don't think I suck so much at driving. Actually no, I know, it's my fault. It's my fault. Group B rallying is very difficult. I also did a complete barrel roll, which looks kinda cool, so... I think it would have been worth an award if I were playing GTA, am I wrong? Probably I'm not. Yeah.
caution 30 to chicane left entry.
Change of surface, and of course the car. These chicanes are evil. Are evil. I don't know who designed these things. They're terribly evil.
30 turn 4 left, tightens gravel into
And I lost control of the car again. As you can see, I cannot drive the Delta. It's very apparent. No, sometimes I do a better job of it, but still I will persevere.
into 6 left, 120.
Yeah, maybe, no, as I said, I should accelerate in a more deliberate manner. I tend to push the foot all the way down, and that's a bad idea.
Left and 6 right.
Let's see if I improve a bit during the race. At this point a good ranking is probably out of the picture, but still I can improve myself.
6 right, extra long, opens, keep right of a big jump. Caution 80, keep right of a jump into 4 left of a crest, tightens. Into 6 right, opens 30, crest, into 4 right, opens, flat left of a crest, 50, keep middle of a crest, jump, 50, 5 left long, tightens 3, into 5 right
My
of a
god,
crest.
my god. Looks like something out of Star Wars when you're going full speed in this narrow
Keep middle of a jump into 4
channel of a track, because it's kind of like a channel. You have the banking walls.
open 6 of a
The
crest,
moment you touch it, you're finished.
and 5 left long,
Very on the edge, so to speak.
30, 6 right, keep right of a 70, into 5 left, 70, flat crest, into 6 left, 6 right of a jump, 50, 6 left of a jump,
Oh no, no.
is that a puncher at the front?
I also broke the wheel. Okay. The tire, I mean, I punctured the tire. Okay, I think this race is over, but let's keep going
Of a crest,
and see what happens. It's like the famous meme. We're well past beyond the point, but let's keep going.
opens, keep middle of a
And the wheel is now bust. But probably I would have died in that crash if it were real, no? So it was still a good compromise.
6
My
right,
god, what did I do? Hey, but it gets to the road surprisingly well. Probably because it's rear traction. Mid-engine, so...
opens long of a crest,
I mean, the wheel that is broken is not the traction wheel.
opens, don't cut long,
I will keep going. And, well, maybe the curve is a bit too much. It's a shame, really, because I think we're close to the finish line.
50,
What a mess, what a mess.
don't cut 1 right
Listen to
rail,
the sound.
into turn,
We're practically running on the
slippy, and hip in left,
internal structure. What's his name on the wheel? Well, you know what I mean. The ring. Maybe it's called the ring.
right, 3 left slippy, turn, don't cut 3 right, opens long,
It never ends. It never ends. Do I really have to change the tire? I don't want to change the tire. Oh.
turn unseen, 4 right, extra, extra long, tightens, 50,
Am I doing sparks? No. That's a shame. If I were doing sparks, I would have been even better.
to jump, slow 30, 6 left 30, turn 1 left,
Let's try with the front view, yeah. This is punishment for me to have broken the tire.
6 left, extra long,
I will eat the grass with my merry mouth. Get a mouthful of grass to punish myself.
5 right long, 80,
I will persevere to the very end,
junction,
even without a wheel.
tightens 4,
I will.
and 6 right, opens 80,
Oh,
left long, tightens 3,
I wish I had a HUD to know how far I am from the end of the race, because it's so damn stressful to drive with a broken tire.
right long, opens of a crest, 80,
Surprisingly drivable it is, huh? I wouldn't have thought it possible.
Tightens jump. 50. Crest. And flat left. Opens. 6 left of a crest.
Thing about Group B racing in this game, I bet I will place better than the previous race. Even though I didn't make any big mistake, just because so many people retire from these races after wrecking their car.
Extra long. 30.
So hella difficult. And I guess it stands to reason, after all. It was the category of rallying that had to be
20.
put out of commission
Caution slow.
for its dangerousness.
6 right. Into 6 left. Into turn unseen. 1 right tightens. Opens of a crest. Into 6 left long.
Yeah, predictably, it doesn't keep so well to the road. I wonder why.
Crest. 50.
Eh,
5 right of a jump. Into 6 left.
okay, we have promptly demonstrated that I should have switched the tire.
30. 6 right long of a crest. Into 6 left long. Tightens past junction. Opens long. Into 5 left. Into 4 right of a crest long.
Do I hear his tone raising a bit? Maybe we're almost at the finish line.
Into 6 left
That
of a
I
crest.
hope.
Opens of a jump. Into 4 right.
It's kind of a vicious circle, no? Because now I draw so much with the broken tire that I no longer want to swap it.
Tarmac.
I guess I can get to the finish line like this after all.
6 left of a crest long. Tightens turn. 1 left. Gravel. And 5 right long. Into 5 left of a bump. Into 6 right. Into 6 left. Extra long. Opens of a crest. Jump. Into 6 right long.
So what's the name of a Lancia Delta without one
Into 6
tire?
left.
Since the Delta is the 4th letter of the alphabet, it's the Lancia Gamma, no? You have 3 functional tires.
Opens of a
Oh.
crest.
I best laugh myself to this jog, otherwise no one will.
50.
At least I'll have one laugh out of it.
Extra long past junction. Into 6 left of a crest long. Into 6 right long. Opens of a crest. 50. 6 left. Into 6 right. Into 6 left. 140 of a bumps. 5 right of a crest, jump. Opens of a crest and
Oh
jump.
god, I'll get torticollis from this. I'm trying to counteract the
50.
inclination of the car, the fact that it's standing on its side like that,
Flat crest, jump.
without the one wheel we're missing.
Flat crest.
This isn't very realistic, guys. I think at this point the car would have broken to pieces. We practically did the entire race without a
6
tire.
right of a finish. To stop. Well done.
Oh, yes, the finish line. Come on, come on. I will probably place bad, but tell you what, it was an interesting challenge. Huh? I didn't dislike driving like this. It was an interesting challenge. Also good practice for this type of accident. Where is the missing tire? Should be the leftmost, I think. And well, you see, in the end, 1000. I mean, considering what I did, could have been worse. I also came to the 3rd engine mapping. Okay, good. Weekly challenge. I don't want to start another long one because the long one we're doing is already the monthly challenge. I'll do another single one, then we go back to it. And what is the R5 that I have more upgraded? This one. Yeah, the R5 are fun to drive because they keep to the road so much better. It's much faster to race in this. Let's do one with one of these. Then we complete the monthly challenge. And then I will do also some rally cross, even though it's very difficult to rank good in it. It's still fun to do. Soft tires, I don't care, it's one single stage, I mean. Okay, with the Skoda. I have a complete white livery. When did I select it? No Skoda green for me today. Here's the camera lady. It's always there. I missed you. Maybe she's a secret admirer of mine. I wonder what's her name. Yeah. Behold the power of this thing. Now this is a car. Yeah. Maybe I should stream this kind of category most of all, because it's so damn fun to drive, and I bet also to watch. Look at this. It's so smooth. Around belts. Around belts, watch yourselves. Yeah.
6 left, opens 30, 4 left, 40.
Decent hairpin, come on. Yeah, I should have gone with these cars in the... I regret my horrible experience in the Lancia Delta.
50. 4 right long tightens, into 6 left of a crest, extra long, opens 80.
What's this ticking sound? You have a tiny bomb in my dashboard.
Middle of a jump,
Do you hear it? Click, click, click.
turn
I don't think it's the engine. Maybe it's a bug.
opens
Wouldn't be the first one.
30,
Okay. More or like.
middle of a jump, 180.
More or less.
6 left long, opens of a jump,
Ha! The drone.
6
That's a
right
cool
long,
detail.
opens of a crest,
I bet they're a common sight on rally races today.
4 left long,
They seem just so convenient. A camera you can put wherever you want in the sky.
opens of a crest, tarmac, 80 of a crest, slow, unseen turn, 1 left, 200.
Well.
Chicane,
This is the violent way to do the turns. Just hit the banks and be done with it. And the horrible chicane.
6 left,
Okay.
250,
I can imagine the guy that goes around the track and plays this thing like the bad guys from the Crazy Race cartoon, no? Puts his straps
turn 3 left long,
in the middle of the road.
80,
And always fails, of course, because cartoons are like that.
opens 30,
Yeah, not as much. I often crash into the chicane, so that would give me quite satisfaction.
of a crest, opens, keep middle of a jump, to jump, into sudden caution, 2 right. 3
This is a
left,
2 right. Woo!
6 right long,
Okay, don't reset my position. No, because he likes to do it on this track. You try to cut too much, you lose a lot of time, even though he shouldn't in theory.
to keep
It
middle
puts
of
you
big
back and penalizes you big time. It's a great danger on this
into
track.
3 right long tightens, into 5 left, 50,
Just so much easier to drive the good cars in this game. It's the opposite of the other driving games.
opens of a crest, to keep
On a
middle
track,
of
the
crest,
faster
into
you go,
6
the
right,
harder it is.
extra long,
In rallying, if you go the higher categories, you also have better driving characteristics. Look at this, he's even happy. Yay! Yay! I'm doing the same movement, so I feel more immersed in the game.
champions, we deserve it.
Champions, we deserve it. Woohoo. I liked it. Okay, look at that. First place. Nice, if only it could happen more often. First in the championship. Zarlo Kabakuk. I had to put a name and surname. I put the 2 nicknames of mine. Actually, I have more. In Elite Dangerous, I am known as Zarbelok, because Zarlok apparently is always taken and I have to find alternatives. Okay, is there anything else from the R5 category? Because I kinda enjoyed it. Actually, the monthly challenge for the D Plus is with the R5s. But I think I should finish one monthly challenge before starting another one. R2, Kitcar, H1. What was I doing here? Pro category Monte Carlo. No, Mitsubishi Lancer, it's not the R2, it's probably the R5. I mean, not the R5, the R2, well, you know what I mean, not the top category. No, I think we best completed the Monte Challenge. I complete the Monte Challenge, then I go to the Monte Challenge with the R5s. This is the Greek track. You might not know it, because it's right in the DLC, only recently added. But it's actually a recycle job, because it was in the previous dirt. And also, they gave it for free just few days before the DLC came out with the track included, so kinda counterproductive. Another reason I took so long to buy the actual DLC. Repair. I should have repaired it before the no, I think I couldn't. I don't know if I could, because it's the same championship and not the same race. No idea. So, look at the track. 9 kilometers, 7 kilometers, 5 kilometers, all short. Mostly on tarmac, I think, even. So I'll pick the soft tires again. By now it's no longer even a choice. In general, I pick the medium tires if the stages are long. If there is one that is above 15 kilometers, it might be worth it. Otherwise, I prefer. I prefer the soft ones. No, it's not tarmac, it's gravel, okay. Almost as good, almost as. This is a cool graphics track. I really enjoy the scenery of this.
6 right of a dip. Into caution, 5 left long, tightens over crest, keep right of a 50. 3 left, opens 80, tightens, turn 3, opens 6, very long, into slow, 4 right, extra long, tightens caution 30, turn, square right, camber. 50, 6 right long, into 6 left of a crest, tightens.
What the hell? What does camber mean, by the way? It means you have an incline towards the inner part of the curve. Am I wrong? Don't tell me I broke the tire again. No, okay. I just broke the windshield, but that's almost intended. If I don't break the windshield, I'm not happy. Part of the style of the driver, so to speak.
And 6 right. Keep left over 80. Tight 2 right, extra long. Keep left over flat crest. 6 left. Tightens 5, 40. Unseen. 3 left. Open 6. Extra long. Tightens over crest and bump. Into 6 right. Into 6 left. Very long. Tightens in of a jump. Slow, keep middle of a jump into 4 left and 4 right. 60, turn unseen.
Honestly, I don't know about this Kitcar category. They seem to be a bit too fast for their own right. They don't have great maneuverability. So it's in general much harder to race than compared to the R5. When I went back to that other category a little bit ago, I thought, well, it's a different team. Much better. Tell you what, maybe after this stage I'll go back to R5. After all, it's a monthly challenge, no? I should have the time to complete it.
Into turn 6 right of a dip to flat crest. 6 right, very long, tightens 5, 60, unseen, hairpin right. 50, unseen, hairpin left. Opens 50. 5 right long. Into turn sudden 4 left.
I especially like the colors of this race. The fact that you have so much brown and so much green at the same time. It highlights the variety in vegetation, seasonality of it. From a nature point of view, this is a game that was very well researched in my opinion. They went with actual photographs
50.
or recordings of the actual races
Bump, 6 left.
that were
Into 5 right.
held on these roads,
Crest, 60.
and they did a perfect job of translating that to the monitor.
Unseen, open hairpin left.
Should I say the game's word? Well, actually not experiencing it through a monitor, so of course that would be more correct.
6 left, very long. 70 over bumps. Into 6 left.
This feels very much like a real place. Probably it is. Probably it is. It is based very closely on the actual team.
6 left long. Tightens over crest. Jump. Slow 100. Turn unseen. Open hairpin right. Tightens over junction. 60. 6 left. Keep left over 80. 5 right. Into 6 left of a dip, 30, short 6 right, to keep left of a 30, 4 right, into 4 left long, opens tightens turn, 2 left of a junction, into 6 right long of a crest, to keep left of a 30, 6 right of a crest, into 6 left, to keep right into 5 left, 30, 6 right,
Make a mistake here, you fly off the mountain all the way into the Peloponnesus or even the Aegean Sea.
into 4 left, don't cut, into 4 right,
Very unforgiving to your mistakes as a track.
4 left, tightens of a dip, into 5 right.
I wonder which part of Greece it is actually. I don't know the geography of the country.
40, 6 right long of a crest, tighten slow, turn unseen, open hairpin right. 60, middle of a crest and 6 right of a bump and dip, 80, unseen, open hairpin left to tree. Opens, keep left of 80,
Okay.
crest, slow, 6 left, unseen, open hairpin right. 50, 6 right, opens, middle of a crest, into caution slow, 6 left, keep right of a 50, tight hairpin left. Opens of a crest, 100, over crests and bumps, 6 right, keep left over 80, unseen, open hairpin right. 180. Crest and 5 left. Into caution, turn 4 right of a crest jump. Opens. Into 5 left, tightens 3. Extra long, opens and caution, tightens of a crest. Into 4 right. Very long, tightens.
Okay. Just one wheel. Just one wheel.
Left long of a jump.
Was all that kept me from dying
30.
horribly in a fire at the bottom of the mountain. Let's be even more specific about it.
Into 6 left and 6 right of a bump. And 6 left of a crest long, opens, slow 100 of a crest, turn unseen, 1 left, tightens, open hairpin left of a junction,
Open hairpin left, okay.
70. 6 right of a crest long, 6 left of a bump, to keep right of a 80, 6 left, slow 100, 3 right tightens, into turn, tight hairpin left.
It had to come eventually, eh? It had to come. Okay. Could have gone worse, I think. Because if I climb back, okay, I didn't have to reset my position. Didn't get penalized for it. Didn't break the tires. So it's okay, come on. Definitely recoverable. Was so close to the finish also, what a shame, what a shame. Yay. Whew. That was risky. Okay, 158. Actually, I keep climbing. Okay, but let me see one sec. One, how much time do I have to complete this? And two, how much there is for the weekly challenge, because I would enjoy to drive the R5s again. Doesn't it tell you? Ah, yeah, 13 days on this, then I don't care. No, because R5 is so damn fun to drive. But wasn't there a weekly challenge with R5? Because I start another monthly, will be difficult to complete. Okay, who cares? I mean, who cares? There's two of them. One is the D plus version of it, and the other is the not D plus version. I guess the difference is in the following stages of the event. This is shorter, let's go with this. And I'll go with the Trusty Skoda, because now I can also upgrade it further, am I wrong? No, it was another category. No, this is already top ranked. I could put the advanced setup, but I don't do the tuning, so I don't care. New Zealand is a cool rally, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Let's do 1 and 1. A bit of R5, a bit of Kitcar. And start. Yokohama. I didn't change the livery. Oh, but it's kinda cute all in white. Yeah, very elegant, simple. Imagine a real racing car completely without any kind of sponsors. Doesn't make sense, really. Seems bugged, to tell you the truth. Is it possible that we have a complete white livery in this game? Maybe didn't load the textures or something, I don't know. Oh, I'll see the power, I mean, it's more fun to play R5. And also the kind of control you have. It's on a whole different level.
Opens 70. 6 right into 6 left long, 150.
Why do I even drive that shitty car?
3 left long, opens of a crest into 3 right long, tightens. Into 4 left. 60. 6 right, into 5 left tightens, into 3 right tightens. 30, 5 left long, tightens 2. 30, turn 3 right tightens.
Look at that, try to do that with the kit car. It will overturn.
4 left, extra long, tightens, 150. Flat left, flat right of a crest long, 30.
Pardon?
Slow 6 left of a crest, 30, turn 1 left. 120. 6 right, into unseen, 3 left long tightens. Into 5 right long, tightens 3. Into don't cut 2 left, 30 over crest. Into 3 right long.
Okay. Kinda exaggerated here. What the hell is happening? Why doesn't he return to the blasted road? Okay.
Cut 6 left, 30 over crest. 4 right long over crest. 30. 5 left, extra long over crest. 50. Keep right over crest, 140. Slow. 5 left tightens into 3 right long.
No! Okay. If I didn't retard to the bridge in that stretch, I think I would disintegrate it into a million pieces, probably.
Flat left and keep right into 6 left long. 50. 6 right, small cut. 30. 6 left long into 6 right of a crest, extra, extra long. Just slow crest and 6 left long, tightens 1, tightens. 40. 1 right long, 50. 3 right long, into 5 left long, tightens 2. Into 2 right long, opens 6 long, into 4 left, into slow 4 right, and 1 left long, tightens. 50.
Okay.
Flat crest, 50. Keep left of a crest, 30. Unseen, 1 right long. Into 5 left of a crest. Into 3 right long, 80. 1 left long. 30. Crest and 6 right, 50. 5 left long, into unseen, 1 right tightens.
Well, it seemed pretty visible, no? Because he said an unseen 1 right. Actually,
1 left, tightens of a
was
crest.
very visible.
30. Turn unseen, 2 right. Opens 100. Crest and 3 right long. Into 3 left long, tightens 1 long, tightens small cut. Into 1 right, 30. 4 left long, opens of a crest, 40.
Finish
3
line.
right of a crest.
No.
Finish.
Over finish. Yeah, well, it felt better. It felt better than the Kitcar. 100%. Let's see the standing. Top third. Let's go ahead. Oaks Bay. Ah, yeah, I lost time when I went off the track. If I hadn't done that, probably I would have been very well placed. It was that single mistake that got me.
Starts 30. 4 left tightens, into 5 right, into 4 left.
What's the sound? Got disconnected. Ay, ay, ay. Is the router acting up? Reconnected. I'm still streaming. Got disconnected 1 second. It's the usual problem with the internet provider. Good thing I wasn't in a race. Now the stream is working. Perfect. Okay, back to the game then. Good, good. Could have been worse.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 30. 4 left tightens, into 5 right, into 4 left, into 2 right long, opens. Into 6 right of a crest, into 1 left long tightens. Into 2 right, opens of a crest.
At night, this jungle looks almost prehistoric. You expect to see a velociraptor come out of the woods and cross your road suddenly. Imagine playing the chase from Jurassic Park on a rally car like this and see the Tyrannosaurus in your rear view mirror. That would be cool. To play in VR as a situation to experience, kinda like.
Opens tightens 3. into 3 right tightens, 6 left, 6 right, into 1 left tightens, into 6 right, and keep left into 1 right long. Opens, into flat left, 30, 5 right long, opens over crest, into 4 left, into 3 right, into caution, 4 left long, tightens 3, don't cut through narrow gate, opens 30,
Narrow gate, he says, it's the cattle grid, here it is. These are quite narrow indeed. You know their purpose. They're to prevent farm animals from crossing that stretch of the road,
into 6 right,
perpendicular to the direction of the road itself. Well, apparently they made like they have a sort of grid in the ground part that apparently scares hoofed animals into not crossing it. They're very common in both New Zealand and Australia, but I don't think I've ever seen them here in Europe.
into 4 right, 4 left, very long, 80,
I've also seen some videos of YouTube where cows actually passed through with no problems. They had learned to put their legs in between the grid, the metal grid. They didn't care at all.
opens over crest,
But apparently it depends. It's a learned behavior. Some animals learn to circumvent the limitations, others not yet. And there are also amazing obstacles for rally gains, so why disregard that fact?
4 left, very long, opens, and 5 right of a crest, opens long of a crest through narrow grid, and keep left of a crest, into 4 right, into 2 left, tightens, don't cut,
Boom, boom, boom. No, here comes the big barrel roll. Oh my god, I'm turning so many times. Okay. Well, the engine stalled. That's understandable, I guess. And I couldn't find the road again. Good thing he put me back. What a flight. What a flight. It felt downright experimental, if you ask me. That was kind of an acrobat's job. I don't know. I should get hired in a circus, I think, after that. A circus of the flying kind. The famous flying circus.
of a crest, into 3 left,
Could I even storm a barn?
opens long,
Barns, I mean places where you keep your
left long,
hay, no? The barns that were stormed by the pirates in between the two world wars.
into turn, 1 right tightens,
You might wonder why I'm speaking so much about airplanes. Well, actually, as you can tell by my setup, I am mostly a player of flying games. But the driving's good from time to time.
into 4 left long, caution tightens bad, into 4 right long, opens of a crest, 30, 5 left, tightens of a crest, into 5 right, into 3 left tightens, into cut, 6 right of a crest long, into slow turn unseen, open hairpin left, don't cut, into 6 right of a crest and jump, slow 20, don't cut, open hairpin right, opens, keep right of a 30, crest, 3 left long, opens, into 4 right long, opens of a crest, into 3 left, opens of a crest, jump maybe, over finish, 60,
And bam! Well, I did pass the finish line. I also broke some of my headlights in the process, but okay. Doesn't like it? No, okay, it counts for a finish. I broke all the headlights, in fact, except one, so good thing the race is over. And it's not a good placement, no. Because I got reset in positioning. Okay, let's do the Kitcar again now. Then I presume rallycross. Some rallycross can be fun also. And where was it? this one, I think. No, this is the R5 one. Yeah, this one. Argolis.
Start keep left over 100. Good luck.
Ooh, heavy rain.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
See what I was speaking?
Left.
I don't think the drops look really good. The raindrops on the
Middle
windshield.
of a crest. 40.
They seem to also restrict your view a bit too much.
3 left tightens narrow.
So in the end I tend to go with the hood view when it's raining so much.
Opens.
It just makes more sense. Kinda rains in measure, but it's also cool in its own right, in VR.
Don't cut. 6 left.
Makes you feel very into the action.
100 over bumps. Don't cut 5 right. Into 5 left tightens narrow 2. Open 6 long 30. Middle of a jump 60. 5 right tightens into 3 left long tightens 50. Jump into 3 right very long opens 50. Caution 2 left very
Hi
long.
Maciej, thank you for liking my post. I hope I pronounce your name right.
Into 6 right, keep middle of a jump. Into 6 right.
Come to the comments if you want.
80, caution, 2 right tightens don't cut. Into 3 left
Whee.
long, opens middle of a crest, 50. 5 right, into early 4 left, opens 100. Keep left of a jump, into 2 right tightens. Keep right of a junction, into left of a jump, into 4 left, 40. Jump, 50 over bumps, 4 left, into 5 right. Into 6 left, 50, tight 4 left, into 4 right, don't cut narrow. Into 4 left of a crest, into slow 6 right, middle of a long crest, 50, unseen 2 right, long.
Too right. He said it with a very deep booming voice. Too right.
6 left, very long, tighten short 3, 50. Keep left of a crest into 1 right long tightens. Middle of a long crest, into 4 left, and 3 right don't cut. 6 left, extra, extra long, 70. 3 right, opens. And 6 right, into 6 left. Keep right over 220. 4 right tightens. Into 6 left. Keep right over 80. 6 left. 50. Keep left over crest. Into 5 right long.
The rain doesn't seem to do
Into
that
6
much
left
in
over
terms
crest,
of...
tightens 5.
Ooh, was that my rear view mirror, right? I mean, the fact that it's raining doesn't change too much the grip of the car.
Tightens over crest.
Surprisingly.
Into 6 right. 100. 5 left long.
You
tightens
think, for instance,
70.
something like Project Cars, when it's raining, the car
6 right.
becomes completely undrivable. It happened to me the last time I tried to stream that game. It was a disaster.
Tightens over jump.
Even a single drop of rain makes the car undrivable. Well, okay, of course it's with the slick tires.
3 left long.
I guess it stands to reason it would have more an effect, but I don't believe it. I can't believe that it's so hard to race in the rain, like that game shows.
100. 6 left of a
really exaggerated.
To keep right of a long crest, 5 left.
Maybe it's in the middle position from that and here where it does mostly nothing.
Opens 80. Four right of a crest, into 6 left, opens of a crest, into 6 right long, tightens. Into 5 left. Into 6 right, very long of a crest, slow 30, turn 1 left. Opens and tightens 3 long of a crests. Into unseen, 2 right, tightens long. Early 5 left of a crest. Into 5 right, very long tightens.
Maybe there's been an improvement in the ending of this car. I'm not going too badly.
Into 3 right. Into 5 left. And 6 right 70.
And here is the finish line.
To stop. Well done.
Demon Tweaks. What are demon tweaks? Some kind of snack. It sounds like chocolate coated, maybe. Demon tweaks. No, I don't know. Okay, and the placement is good. The 325th. Okay, guys, be patient just 1 second, and I speak almost literally like 30 seconds on mass. I have to get up, but I'll be right back. Please wait a second. Here we are, thank you for waiting. Yeah, back to the game. Let's go to... yeah, the wheel is here. One time it happened to me that I restarted the game and the wheel was still up. It was the craziest feeling. Like you were missing a wheel. I went with my hands. Of course I crashed. Not that I need such situations to end up crashing. Third stage. Urea's Pepsi. Let me see how long it is, because, well, it's only 6 stages and then I'll go on. No, because otherwise I would have switched to the rallycross already, but actually I want to complete this at this point. Since I started also another monthly challenge. Can go back to the interior now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 3 right of a crest, opens, keep left over 60, 5 left, 50, keep middle of a jump, 90, 6 right, tightens 3 of a crest. into 4 left of a crest, 60. Keep middle of a crest, 30. 6 left of a crest, 100. 6 left, tightens 5 of a crest, 6 right. 120. Keep middle of a jump, slow 90. 1 left.
No! Tell me I didn't break the wheel? No, okay.
Into 1 right tightens, 30. Don't cut, 2 left, tightens, 30.
Why? What the hell? Ah, maybe if I put the car in gear.
4 right,
Oh, I
opens
had
of a crest long, 40.
scared too many gear.
5 right,
What the hell?
into
I
2,
got distracted 1
left,
second. I was looking
opens
at the
of a
chat
crest,
window.
30.
Okay, back to business.
6 right, 6 left long,
I was
opens
looking
of
at
a
the chat
crest,
window. I saw everyone
50.
left, and they also crashed. No, I was thinking
6
maybe
right,
you guys want to see something different. We go to the rallycross
tightens of
after
a
this.
jump, slow 50, turn, 3 right long,
They can complete the monthly challenge next session.
50.
Still got 12
Keep
days
left of
in
a
it.
crest, 30. 6 right, into 4 left long, 30. 3 right tightens, into 4 left. Keep left over 80, 6 left, into narrow, 6 right, don't cut. Keep middle over 80, 6 right, into 5 left, into 6 right, don't cut. 100 over bumps, 3 right, opens, 50, turn unseen, 1 left long. Into 6 right of a crest, extra long, tightens 4. Into 6 left, 80, 2 right. 80, 2 left, opens long, 60. Late, 3 right, very long, opens of a crest, 100. 6 left, tightens keep in of a jump, 100. 3 left, into 5 right, keep middle of a crest,
Watch out.
40.
Okay.
Don't cut, 3 left tightens narrow, 50. 3 right, don't cut, opens, 120. Over bumps and jumps, into 5 right, don't cut. 6 left, extra long, over bumps, 100. Over bumps, don't cut, 5 right, into 5 left, tightens narrow, 2. Open 6, long, 30. Middle of a jump, 60. 5 right tightens, into 3 left long tightens. 50. Jump, into 3 right, very long, opens 50.
Rather bumpy.
Caution,
Well, of course,
3
when you
left,
go off the
very long,
road,
tightens.
you're on your own. You can't find anything.
Into 6 right, keep middle of a jump. Into 6 right. To keep left over 80, caution, 2 right, tightens, don't cut. Into 3 left long, opens, middle of a crest, 50. 5 right, into early 4 left, opens, 100. Keep left of a jump. Of a
And
finish.
here we come to the finish line.
Well done.
Okay, rallycross it is then. We're going to do a little race now against other cars. Let's just finish the stage. Yay! Hello, my man. You with the green shirt. Or is it a jacket? Or like a jacket? $323. This should end pretty well, but we will end it next time, I guess. Let's do some racing now. All you have to do is always from here. rallycross career. Yeah, let's see how it goes. I was doing the last time Birkernieki. Now, if you don't play this mod, you might be surprised of its difficulty. The computer opponents are actually very damn fast and they never make mistakes. You will see, you will see. A nice livery, it's like half and half. You don't remember about selecting it. Okay, we're in the second group. This has, I think, 5 cars in all on the track, yeah, something like.
Right, ready.
Look at the buttons on the wheel. And go, 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 yeah! Oh god, where is the road? Okay, to the left or to the right? Yeah. I really like to bump into. Oh my god, the rear view mirror looks horrible. I'll have to raise the details a bit. This is one of the easy ones actually. Here I can place pretty well or even win. There are some tracks where they just go too damn fast to manage. Joker are ready, yeah, I'm in first position. Ah, it looked like the road, but actually it was the wall, okay. Well, but we did the Joker, no? They haven't. It looked like the road, really. A lesson learned. I've got one behind. Well, actually, it's more to my right, I think. Still not doing the Joker, are you? Huh? But you will have to eventually. This guy lost his rear part of the car, basically, the entire, what's his name? Door, maybe, the rear car door. Now he's racing lighter though, huh? It doesn't seem fair. He's going to accelerate better without the rear part. What the hell? What the... What am I doing, by the way? He crashed against someone else, not me. There's something strange with the details of the game that make the door appear again when he's farther, and then it disappears when he's closer. The stupidest thing ever. Who programmed this thing? Who programmed that specific aspect of the game? He hasn't taken the jogger though, not yet, so I'll probably overtake him when he does. Yeah, here you go, finally. But look at that, actually he managed to stay ahead. Okay, let's see the time. He seems reasonably happy when he does like this with the thumb, is a good sign. Second in my group and middle of the pack, more or less. But also I had some previous accidents, I think, during the race. We will be able to climb, I think. Let us try, let us try. Fourth qualification round. GoPro advertisement on the dashboard, but not visible GoPro, however. Where would the GoPro be? Ah yeah, on the left, same as before. They didn't change it, from one qualification round to the other. Let's do the Joker already, I might as well get rid of it. Well, it went better than before. Oh god, where did I go? No, I had to go the other way. It's not the first time it happens. When you get out of the Joker, it's kinda confusing. Now I don't know, I'll get penalized for it, I think. It's not so much the fact I'm behind them, because I can certainly recover the time, but I will get penalized for it. And okay, I guess. It just had to happen. Not the first time. You come out of the jogger, you best have learned the track well. You will end up going the wrong way. It's actually rather slow today. Yeah, you come out from here, you tend to go straight, of course. I thought he was on the external part of the queue for once. Here the entire squeal. The sound effect is very well done. It really gives you the idea. And of course I overdid the throttle. Whew. I think I'll get penalized because I went straight there. Wait, it's in SEP, yeah? Fifth, what is this? Ah, because I got 5-second penalty. Yeah, otherwise I'd be first, of course I came first. So now I wonder why he was so happy, because actually his play is very bad. And am I out? Or can I do the following? No, I'm out. Well, it doesn't make sense. I mean, I came first. Okay, I guess. 14th within the entire participants of the race. Let's see what it gives me now in terms of track. Maybe it's better, so we can do a different one. This one I love. I don't remember the name. What's the name of the track? It's the very fast one. Only problem being that they're also very fast while driving on it. And it's actually extremely difficult to play as well. But I will try. Yeah, Barcelona Catalonia is the one. Was doing it this also the past stream. I think, if it is indeed the same track.
Use the Joker Lab to your advantage. Watch that first corner. Let's try and keep the car's condition optimal. Get ready for the lights. Careful of wheel spin. Go, go, go.
Tango. Yeah, this is mostly tarmac. Shouldn't have any confusing stretches. I hope. But now that I think about it, it's not the one I was doing the other day. It's a different but similar one. I went the way of the Joker already. Well, okay, I guess. You have to be also careful against these guys, because actually they're very, very aggressive and they will push you off the road like nothing if you give them the chance. It's even worse than playing online in that regard.
Get 5 behind.
Not bad.
Try and close up to the car ahead.
Ciao. Okay, now you go to the jogger, and then second. Let's see if I can catch the last one too.
They're getting away from us. Keep pushing.
Second. And in the ranking of the actual race, only 12. I always come 12. What is this? Let's do another one. Maybe I can improve it. repair and rearm and refuel. Now I'm thinking planes again. It's something I love doing in War Thunder when you land.
Ready. Go, go, go.
Okay, this is pretty good. Let's go to the jogger. I feel blessed. I can do the jogger lap first. Okay, just a little bump. Like the guy. No, he pushed me. This sucker. He pushed me. As I said, they love pushing you off the road. And you still have to do your jogger, buddy. I guess he got his revenge, no? When I hit his back of his car, he decided I'm gonna give him back. Kinda realistic in a way.
Careful of the other car on the merge. Every position counts.
You're losing pieces, buddy. What's up? Keep yourself together. And well, good thing the tires were rubber made. It seemed like rather heavy rubber. It felt like it.
Come on, we need another 2 seconds to improve on that. Keep pushing. They're getting away from us. Keep pushing.
And bump. A little bump.
Okay, we need another 1.5 seconds to improve on that, so keep pushing.
All because that guy had to push me off the road, otherwise I'd be first. You balli.
The car ahead.
No, this is bad. This is bad. I won't recover easily from this. In fact, I didn't recover at all because it was the end of the race. And look at him, so angry. Well, I'm also starting to get a bit tired. It's certainly difficult to play VR games, driving games. It's quite exhausting, more so than the flying ones. The flying ones, you have moments of respite where you think, you strategize, where you're always on the edge. And also, it's been about 2 hours I've been streaming. I began streaming, so I guess we're coming to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. I will show you a minute to my setup in case you're one of the new watchers. I'll have to do it with the camera because otherwise you see nothing. And now it's this. Yeah. As you can see, the sensor of the index are over there. You can see it blinking, but also there is an overlay. The other one is there. This is the joystick for flying and the throttle. The pedals are actually flight pedals that I also use for the driving, and the seat is a Places Challenge, originally made for driving, but I actually use it also for flying, thanks to the little customization of adding these pieces of wood. This just in case you have an interest in the setup. And so, for the time being, I guess we have come to the end of the stream. I'll be playing in about 5 hours again, probably War Thunder, but you never know, I might select something else. Actually, this morning I wanted to go with the other flying ants, but the servers were empty, as usual. So guys, thank you for watching, and as always, ciao from Italy, bye bye!